All right, Pick-3 at a glance family. How's everybody today? I'm finna get ready and go live. Been busy couple of days for me. Wow, very busy. I had 3 graduations to go to this week. All my grandkids. 3 graduations in one week. So you know I've been a blessed and busy man. Yes. And why is this not coming in? Somebody tell me. Why is my channel not coming in? They are messing with me again on YouTube. Do you believe that? What is going on here, y'all? Why am I not able to do this? What's going on with my channel? Let's go back out and see if they're playing with me again. You're going to have to bear with me again while I get set up. I thought I'm set up, but it don't look like I am. YouTube messing with me. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Had to go out and come back in. These lives here are fun. They're fun, but you have to work at them. Yes. Okay. If anybody's on, welcome. Oh, if anybody's on, welcome. All right. Glad to have everybody with me that's joined so far. Like I said, been a busy man. 3 graduations to go to today. Busy, blessed man, I would say. I enjoyed them. That's why you haven't seen me for a couple of days. Because I couldn't do no live. I was burnt out. Kids had a great time, though. We had a great time. I guess that's is when the Bible say be fruitful and multiply. I had 2 kids, but they was the ones that multiplied. I got 12 between 2 of them, grandkids. So let's get this show on the road, everybody. I'm glad to be here and with the Pick-3 at a glance. Welcome, family, first-time viewers. I know I have quite a few subscribers to come on. So happy to have you. Hey, BLC. Hey, Quinn. Hi, everybody. If while you're on here, like I said, I do the live. I do that Q&A after the live. And if everybody's on here, you want BLZ, if you get a chance, check to see in Illinois. I believe false triples ain't failed on column 5 on the doubles, and about since the 6-1-6 fell the first of the year on evenings, and no false triple has failed off that column in Illinois evening draw. So I wanted to make sure I let everybody know about that. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You can see by doing the actual tracking. And so I don't want that to slip my mind while I'm thinking about it. Because it will. It sure will. Yeah. I was looking at that. I said, wow. I don't think a false triple has failed since the 6-1-6 fell January the 1st. And that's the kind of stuff I say you'll be looking for when you're playing, can track the actual 1,000 numbers with OPPB. I think everybody know what that means. Be organized, be patient, persistent, and stick with a budget to get in the winner's circle. That's what that OPPB means. I mean, you say, not responsible for the numbers that, that I post and things like that. but I figure if I put acronym in there like OPPB and stick with a budget and play responsibly, that should cover that base for everybody. Just play responsibly. Don't burn your money up. Don't chase these numbers. Let the numbers hit you. And like I say, that strategy where that 616 is the first number to play evenings on Illinois since I've been over here, and nothing's fell off that column. Those are the things you're looking for. Those can be your winners. Those can be the things to get you in the winner circle. So, like I said, that's the reason why I say we're the home of no grids to learn, no root sums to learn, no tic tac, or no date sums to learn, no tic tac toes to learn, no multiple different rundowns to learn. And to get into the winner circle, track your own numbers for your own state. I think that pretty well covered. If you track your own numbers for your own state using the Pick-3 at a glance strategy, tracking all 1,000 numbers, it's going to ring out clear as a bell that you're going to need more in the grids and the root sums and the tic-tac-toes and all those different strategies, because everybody got their own system of trying to hit those numbers that's going to come the next day. And there's nothing out there that's going to show you what's coming the next day. You have to see what the trend is. Like that said now, that 616 on evenings in Illinois, when I win, I know I'm going to go to that column. And they hit in almost 4 months, going on 5 months on the false triples, like the 005 and the 550. That's column 5. All right, on the doubles that you'd be looking at. So if that's true, when I hit, I know where I'm going. I'm going to pick up those doubles off that column. Right? So yesterday, Illinois' winning number was 07, on evening was 071. And if you're new on here, that 071, we do the 111 rundown on it. The 111 rundown here. And that's the only rundown with the Pick-3 at a glance you'll have to do. All right? Yep, thank you, BLZ. I appreciate that. That's the only one I think for the whole evening. All right. Now see, that's the kind of stuff you look at. That's a perfect example that'll get you in the winner circles in your state, that you can glance and see what's going on. I think the same thing happening in Missouri. I don't think I've been looking for a false triple in Missouri. I know it's been over 5 or 6 months. See that what I'm talking about? Same thing in Missouri on evening. Oh, okay. Hey, thank you, BLC. Great. Thank you. Yep. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Here you go with the 111 on the 071 that came out yesterday, which was the 15th, 5, 15, 20, 24, Illinois. Okay, evening draw. So we're going to add 1 to each one of the numbers that's coming down, all right? So we're going to add 1 to 0, you get 1, 1 to 1, you get 2, 1 to 2, you get 3, 1 to 3, you get 4, 1 to 4, you get 5, 1 to 5, you get 6, 1 to 6, you get 7, 1 to 7, you get 8, 1 to 8, you get the 9, okay? And 1 to 9, you're going to get, oops, put that in the wrong place. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10, but you don't use the 1, you use the 0 on the right-hand side, because in lottery math, you only deal with single numbers. So that's your 0. Same number at the bottom, you get the top, you add it correctly. Same thing here. You're going to basically just count straight down. You're going to go 8, 9, and 1 to 9 is 10. It's going to give you the 0. You're going to go 0 and count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly, and you finish there. You don't have to keep on going. It's done. When you get the same number top and the bottom, you finished. Same here. 1, the 1 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and 1. See how simple that is? No work with this strategy. Because here, what I do is I take 22 numbers, do the 111 rundown on the 22 numbers that I have. I call them base numbers. And on those base numbers, with the 111 rundown on them, I have 22 columns to make up all 1,000 numbers in a possible combination at a glance. And once you start your building trick system and get your data, that's going for the last 6 months. You can go back a year from the previous year. Use the lottery post to go back and get your previous data for the last 6 months to a year. And the more numbers you eliminate off the master sheet that I'm going to show you, the less numbers you have left to look at playing, working with the law average, and building your skill sets and your strategies to win in your state using your own numbers. All the numbers run different in all the states. That's what you got to get in your head. You ain't going to be able to see what's going on in another state to figure out what's going to happen in your state. Squash that. I did all that stuff. You got to know what's going on in your state. All states are different, got their own DNA, got their numbers going to go different, okay? So, and that's the magic, like I was just saying. Here we just, that 616 only fell for the first of the year. It's the only false triple and played in almost 4 months. So now I know when I pick up or I'm going to play, I'm going to add that column to my bucket list of numbers to play. So, working with the law average. And that's what you look at other columns doing the same thing. You can read the numbers. You'll be able to read the numbers. All right. So like I say, take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on them. I have all the 1,000 numbers with a possible combination with only 22 columns to look at. And at a glance, I always know what's going on with those 1,000 numbers. So with those 22 numbers here and a base number, okay, I know that, let me double check here. Yeah, I'm for sure. That 071 is going to be one of my base numbers. Automatically, that's my base number. All right. And I also know by being my base number is going to be on column 6. And here it is right here. That 071, the winning number, is actually one of my base numbers that I did the 111 rundown on. So I'm going to go to column 6 on the master sheet. Oh, okay, I see that. All right. BLZ. Okay. See, is actual one of the base numbers is the 01, the 071 that came in. So I would just mark it off. Bam. Like that. Because if you do the 1-1, you see, if you do the 1-1 rundown, I had a call from a subscriber that said she couldn't find. She did the 1-1 rundown on her winning number, and she said she couldn't find the base number in the rundown down here. And I asked her what was the number that she did the 1-1 winning 1-1-1 rundown that came in her state, and she gave me, let's say, one of the base numbers. I said, oh, okay, that's a base number. You just go up and mark that off to know that number fell off that column. Okay. And that's how this works. 12 of these numbers are just the base numbers. None of these are called base numbers, just the 12 numbers on top. The 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, the 017, the 018, the 024, the 025, the 026, the 027 and 037. Just those 12 numbers here with this 1111 rundown on them gives you all 1,000 numbers and a possible combination at a glance. All right? It gives you these are singles. They give you 720 of those 1,000 numbers you can look at on this column. If you do the 1-1 rundown and start tracking like I'm doing, you'll be looking at 720 of those 1,000 numbers and knowing what's going on with each column and how the numbers are falling and working with the law average on those columns. So that's all you got to do. Take those 12 numbers, 1-1-1 rundown, and you got 700 of those 20 numbers to start looking at a glance. Okay, you don't need no fancy machine or nothing, because when you look at it, what I used to do is when I had my sheets, I'd just take a picture of it in my phone and I could study the sheets or look at them to keep up pretty much in my head what was going on with them. That's one trick I used to win. Okay. So you got 720. And here, and that's strategy number 1. And I do the same with the doubles. I got 10 doubles that you do the 1-1 rundown on these 10 doubles right here. And it's column number 1 is 001, 002, 003, 4, column 004, column 5 is, did I say 6? Wait a minute, yeah. I said 6. Did I say 6 on that column? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still asleep. I mean, did I say column 5? I'm hoping I said column 5. If I said 6, I'm sorry. The false triples is column 5 on the sheet that I have as a master sheet. It's column 5, all right? And these are the false triples where there's 005 and the 116 and the 227 and the 338 and the 449. Why they say these are false triples on column 5 is because say you played triple zeros and they played 005, that means they mirrored your number and made it, instead of triple zeros, they made it 005, because a 0 can be a 5 and 5 can be a 0. And I'm going to get into that when I do the mirroring section, okay? When I start showing you, when I show you mirroring. But here's the doubles, and we got 005, triple zeros is 6. That's all the triples. And then here's the doubles, 011, 022, 033, and 044. These are the 10 numbers that make up all the doubles and their possible combinations. With the triples, that's 280 numbers that you're looking at a glance. And as you mark them off, you'll know what's going on with all the doubles that play in your state at a glance. All right? Now, like I said, with the doubles, you got 270. And then with the singles, that can come 6 different ways. You got 7, 8. I'm sorry. You got 270. And then with the singles, with the doubles, and you have 720 with the singles that can come 6 different ways on each column. And then you got the triples come only one way, and that's 10 of those. So what you have is 990 plus 10. And here you go with 1,000. 990 plus 10 give you 1,000. 1 in 1,000 odds. That's never going to change. The numbers are random. We don't have no idea what number going to come. But only thing we have to our advantage is the law average and follow and looking at that trend. Right now, that's a trend where you know that the 616 off of column 5 ain't filled. Do I have it circled on here? This is Illinois. I didn't circle it though. Ain't filled since the very first day of the year. See, that's a trend. You can say, oh, okay, I know I'm going to keep my eye on this column. So when I'm winning, I'm going over here. Hey, Scott, when I win, I'm going over here. Glad to have you with us, buddy. When I win, I'm going to be looking at playing doubles off of that column instead of trying to play all these doubles you don't know nothing about yet. But as you tracking every month, because these are going to be done every month, as you tracking and knowing what column has hit and what numbers have not hit off the column, you'll be able to strategize and build a skill set by just looking at this. And like I say, take a picture of it and carry it around in your phone and study it. That's what I do. That's what I do. I still do that. Yeah. But I've been keeping my eye on this column 5 for the longest because, like I said, I don't think those false triples on column 5 has failed in Missouri in a good while also. Yep. Now, let me show you an app that I have that you can get. That does the 111 rundown on you. That's very useful for you. That's very useful for using the Pick-3 at a glance strategy. Now, where's my app at? Let's see here. Okay. This is called the Blind Squirrel LLC right here. It's a lime colored app, and all you have to do is tap it, and there it is. It comes up. Oops, I gotta put it where you can see it. That'll be a help for one. Did it come up? You see that? Now, with that, you're going to put in the winning number that came in for that day. And that's going to be the 071. 071. And you're going to hit the 111 rundown. And like I said before, you got all these different rundowns that people be using to try to hit the number the next day, and using flips and mirrors strategies to figure out what number might be coming the next day, next couple of days, or next week, or however long they want to carry it. And is very difficult because everybody got their own system and strategy of how they use these different rundowns. But with Pick-3 at a glance, I want to put everybody on the same page so everybody can speak the same language and be looking at the pages and reading the numbers and knowing what's going on with their state. Okay, that's what Pick-3 glance is about. We're tracking all 1,000 numbers, and you'll see more. You will. You really will. So. So here we go with the 111. You're going to hit the 111 rundown here. Okay. And it's going to do what I did manually with the numbers. See where you have these numbers here? You see you have the 182, you have the 293. Let me move it over a little more. You have the 293, you have the 304, you have the 415, 526, the 637, the 748, and the 859, and the 960. And if you, like I say, if you come up with the actual base number, it's not going to be in the rundown because it's the actual base number. You would just mark it off using the Blind Squirrel app to cover to make sure you know that that base number came in for that month, or that it ain't been in for 3 months, or whatever the case may be on that. Okay, but it works perfectly. And when you're going back to backtrack with using Pick-3 at a glance strategy to track the data, then all you got to do is you put the winning number in that you running the 1-1 rundown on, and to go into it and find the base number, which, like I say, it came as 071, but on the rundown sheet is 017. And you same number, you just mark it off by it being the same number. Because if you're a beginner here, you realize that right here, By this being a straight, this 017 that came in, it can come 6 different ways. And if you knew, you're going to need to know what that is in a combo. This 017, this 071 that came in, it can come 017, it can come 710, it can come 710, and it can come 107, and it can come 170, just like that. That's what they call a combination or a box or any order when you bet. Now that don't pay out as much if you were to play each one of these numbers exact to come out. But when you, and all you're going to get is 6 numbers out of singles, out of those 1,000 numbers. Out of the 1,000 numbers, those are different combinations that you'll get. So all you have to do, if it says box or any, that's like an insurance on the number. If you don't know exactly what way this 017 is coming out, what you do is say, well, any order that come out, I want to win. It don't pay the same amount as if you play exact, the jackpot, but it does pay enough to keep you going, or going to, if you can play, keep going, or have a little extra money to play column number 5. Because you know column 5 ain't been out since really January or first of the year with the false triples. Ain't a false triple fail. All right? And that's what you're looking for. Okay, that column hit once last month. Yeah. Before that, it's only hit. Okay, column 5 hit once last month. What number come out? BLC. But basically that's the one. I didn't see it. My eyes must be messing up on me still. I tried to double check it. I don't even know what number it was. But still, you get the gist of what I'm looking at. It's only hit once. It only hit, and if he's talking about the same thing we're talking about. Oh, you're in Kentucky. Okay, thanks, Bill. Okay, thanks. Yeah. All right. Now, if you're getting the gist of this, you'll see the power in it. I mean, everybody track your own number for your own state. We can all talk the same language. We don't. It's not based on the tic-tac-toes or rundowns and all those stuff. I'm keeping it simple. Try to keep it as simple as I can to make it effective. Okay, and strategy. Now I put strategy number. Next strategy number 2 and 3. So if you contact me out any information and want to know any questions here, all you have to do is say strategy 1, strategy 2, and strategy 3. So we're going to go to strategy 2 now, tracking pairs. When I came out with the Pick-3 at a glance sheet, that's the first one I came out with, tracking all 1,000 numbers, because I wanted to see what all 1,000 numbers doing. I say I want to see what all those pairs are doing too, but I had no system of tracking the pairs that I could do manually or keep up with that made sense to me. So I came up, this square, don't tell me I don't know how. I just was playing around with these numbers to make them work, and they work. That's all I can tell y'all. So I've got this triangle here, and I ran these numbers, these zeros to 9. I say, now if I can get 0 to 9 and run some numbers down and see what happens with them, and all the way to the 9 until I got to the end, to the 99, it should have all the pairs. And fortunately it did. It does. And okay, what you're going to do, you got 071, you got 3 separate numbers. And them 3 separate numbers going to have 3 pairs connected to them. And there's going to be the 01. It's going to be, you can see the 01 is the first time it came out at a glance for the month. You're going to have the '07. It's the first time it came out for the month in Missouri, not Missouri, Illinois evening draw. Or if it's your state, it would tell you exact thing. And the 17. And see there? See how you see what's going on with your numbers in your state at a glance? So you know that the '01, '07, and the 17. First time them three pairs came out for the whole month. Can you see? Let me move this over a little more. At a glance, you'll know what's going on with every pair for the whole month. And that's the key. Now, if you have a double to come out like this 448, all you would do is mark off the double fours and the 48. Okay? The double fours and the 48 at a glance. You know for the month, them doubles that came, that double four that came, the 48 pair that came. Now, if you have a triple come out that month, what you would do, say triple twos I have here, what you would do is mark off the triple twos. I mean double twos equal to triple twos. All right? Now, how I won, I'll give you an example of how I used it to win. I realized by doing this here, tracking those pairs, that 38 pair in Missouri hadn't failed for 120 days. So what I did, I said, wow, I willed it. I willed it for the play because I won, and I said I need to pick up some more numbers to play. That's what I call, when I pick up numbers from tracking, I call them my bucket list of numbers to play. I'm not looking for a whole bunch of numbers to play. Because as I'm tracking, working with the law of average, I play what numbers are left for me to look at playing. So here we go. The 38 hadn't failed for 120 days. And I wheeled it. I call this the wheel, just a wheel. And I wheeled it from 38, 380, 381, 382, 383, 384, 385, 386, 387, 388, and 389. All right? Now, so with that, I said, okay, I'm going to pile on this 385 because I had, I realized something was more, if someone was going to hit, it would more likely be just 385 from my tracking. More likely 38 hadn't failed on the front or 85 hadn't failed on the back. That's just part of the strategy, okay? And that 385 came in and I won. But I played these here 50-cent box. And I played heavy on this 385. So I'd cover anything that with a 38 came in, I'd win automatically. And that's a strategy I use to win. All right. And like I said, I guess while I'm on here, I'd probably teach a little different on each video. So you should go back and look at each previous video. What you have is 1,000 numbers. You got 365 days in a year. You got 1,000. You got 365 days in a year. Let's say that's 1/3 of the whole year that you got a chance to hit in those 1,000 numbers. And you're going to have, if the rest of the year you got 635 of those numbers, you ain't got no idea what's going on with them if you ain't tracking. You got 635 of those numbers. You don't have no idea what's going on with them if you ain't tracking it. And knowing why you playing your number. The biggest part of it is not knowing why you playing your numbers. Okay? So that's another 2/3 of the numbers of the 1,000 that you don't have no idea what's going on with them to win. So how can you win? How can you win? You play the loser's game, the ball that they caught. And this is not a sprint. This is a marathon winning Pick-3. And it's it's a OPPB. All right? Be organized, practice patience, persistence, and stick with your budget. I don't jump on and off my numbers. I look to play my numbers 2 weeks, but I know why I'm playing my numbers, or 3 weeks, or a month. Till they hit. Then when they hit, I know where I'm going back to. I'm going back to where I do this wheel and find that 38. I'm going back to column 5 that I know I ain't played for 5 months. And even if I stop playing, I'm still tracking. You know? Yep. If I stop playing, I'm still tracking. So when I do pick up, I know where to go back to. I'm just not, trying to do a number that came in and do a tic-tac-toe, date sum, grid, root sums, and all that to figure out where to start at. I'm always know where to start at tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Because with this 1/3 and on law average, if you played all these numbers just like I have them exact, on the law average, you're going to get only 3 of these numbers to come exact. 1 year. Second year, you get another 3 come exact. And the third year, you get another bunch. It takes 3 years for these numbers where you starting out with those 1,000 numbers to rotate out and change positions. Just like I showed you how that 071 changed all those different positions. For all of the 1,000 numbers to do that, it takes 3 years for it to do that. Okay? 3 years. 3 years. Maybe 4, depending if any of these numbers come back exact within the years. And you'll see that tracking. And that helps you build a skill set and a strategy and get a feel of what's going on with the numbers in your state. Or if you see a 38 ain't failed in 4 months, when you get ready to pick up, you ain't going to just go. If you had to start at 4 months prior to get on a 38 and not know why you was playing it took you 3-4 months for anything with a 38 come in for you to hit. Okay? Now, we're going to go to the strategy number 3, which is the single digits. They talk about single digits being code. I used to do that too, just to look at a single digit and try to figure out how to use a single digit being code, and didn't know why I was playing it, didn't know what position to play it in, or anything like that. So I say, why don't I just make another strategy where I take 3 columns from 0 to 9, and with those 3 columns from 0 to 9, what I'm going to do with them is I'm gonna see what position each of those individual numbers fell in and when. And I said, okay, like this 071 that came in, you mark off the 0 here. Then you mark off the 7 in the middle here, and know how many times it didn't hit in the middle there for the month. And the 1 up here like that. So the object of this, I want to know what column, what number I don't mark off in what position. So I'll know how to use that number. Okay? So I'll know how to use that number. So let's say, like this 927 is one of my daily carry numbers, pretty much. Because it didn't fall none last year evenings on Illinois side. So I carry it every day. It's my birthday. And say that doing this here, I find out that at the end of the month, I don't mark off a 9. I'm going to carry that 9 over into the next month. Everything you can look at on a strategy and look at and see what haven't failed and see how I can use it. So now that following month, I'm going to carry my birthday at 729 and 279 to make sure I play this 9 on the back end. If I play at $1 straight box and 50 straight these two, that's only $2 I'd be playing. Because my budget is around $3 to $5 a day, depending on when I play. And I'll cut back to $2 a day. Because I'm not looking to bang them until I hit. And when I hit, I'll know where to go and place my bet. And like I say, it works off the law average. Like I always give the example of the guy on the casino. When they had blackjack years ago, they only used to play with one deck on all the casinos. And when this one guy got smart enough and thought about the law of averaging, he could use it to his advantage to win blackjack. And what he did, he'd play until he realized that the ace, the queens, or the jacks was mostly left in the deck for a likelihood for him to win, to get those cards to make 21. And when he did, he bid heavy and he broke the boats with that simple strategy. This is what Pick-3 at a glance is based on: tracking the numbers and seeing what's left, and then knowing when to bet and for your numbers in your state. That's what it is. And it's not. It's like I say, it's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's going to take time. It's going to take practice, and it's going to take some intuition to win. Okay. Um, and that's basically what it is. And so what they did, they banded him off the boat. Actually figured out what he was doing, and they put 5 decks of cards in the 21 now in all the casinos, and they still got card counters. They call these guys card counters, and they still got card counters that they still ban off the boat today because they can count. I guess if you can put 10 decks in there, they got a memory where they can memorize and use the law of average to their advantage to know what cards are left. So yeah, and they banned the card counters off the boat. Period. All right. Yep. So with this here how I won, and I say it again, I use that as an example, but you can use this as a mini. You got all angles to look at your number instead of one way. Here, doing this here, 1 year, sevens didn't fall for 2 months. I couldn't believe no number for 2 months. A seven wasn't in none of the numbers. I thought I was tripping. I went back to check, and no sevens was in there for 2 months. So I made triple in the sevens quite naturally. My number when I won to make my everyday on my bucket list carry number, and they came in because I played triple sevens. I played 7-7 front, 7-7 back, and I wheeled the sevens just like I told you, from 7-7-0, 7-7-1, 7-7-2, 7-7-3, 7-7-4, all the way down 7-7-9. That was my focal point. That's what you do. You can build a skill set with this. There's nothing else to be truthful with. If you're not tracking all the 1,000 numbers and knowing what's going on with them, that you can build any kind of skill set. If you ain't got something to your avail to help you track all those 1,000 numbers, and build a skill set, it's been good to me. It worked for me, and that's why I'm sharing. And at a glance, you'll know what's going on. You don't have to open no computer. You don't have to do nothing. Just look at the sheet. Okay. Hit those triple sevens. and I don't play triples. I don't play triples all year. I don't make triples a part of my strategy of winning unless after the whole year I find no triple falls. I look for no triples to fall all year. And if no triples have failed toward November or December, then I'll look at my strategy, building my skill set. I'll look to see what might be the best triple to play and win, and I win the triples. I hit the triples, but they fall in between because for them to line up right, it takes a while because triples don't only hit 3 times out of the year like the rest of the numbers pretty much. And this here is the front pair, back pair I'm gonna go to for you. On this front pair, back pair here. Like this 071 that fell. These numbers here are the same top and the bottom. I need to know what was going on with the front pair and back pair of the numbers. So I put 07, let's see, 07 that failed twice this year, I see already. I just put a little check mark to let me know it didn't fail twice somewhere. I know it failed though. And the 7-1 on the back. Let's see if the 7-1 fell on the back. Now, this is the first time all year in 5 months going on in Illinois that the 7-1 hit on the back. Bam. At a glance, I can see that. Yeah. But this strategy works if you're playing in midday, evening, just, track the evening different from midday and midday different from evening. And usually, I don't have to tell people to play these numbers midday and evening, especially in Illinois, because if they know I'm just tracking evening, they can follow me evening and track their own midday numbers if they want to play midday and evening. But I'll just tell them what's going on evenings, and they can go from there. Or they need to do it themselves also, because you might see something that I might not see if you're tracking and using the Pick-3 at a glance strategy. And a lot of my subscribers do. I get a pleasure out of seeing everybody winning. People let me know they're winning using the Pick-3 at glance. Guy in North Carolina said he never tracked numbers before and he didn't won 5 times last week or something. So, everybody's. I'm happy. I'm happy because I know that this is a good, pretty decent system that I came up with. Not I'm a genius or nothing, but hey, it worked. It works for me, so I'm sharing it. And so the way I hit the triple eights, I just posted December of 2022. Ace hadn't failed. A front hadn't only failed January the 1st of the year. Something like this 616 just failed for Illinois over here. The very first number of the year, 616. But a front only failed in January, and then it front or back, the front or the back here, it didn't fall all year, all the way up to like December really, and because that's when I hit it. And so I say, weights ain't fell on the front or the back, front or back. I'm playing triple eights. Then, like I say, you be able to build stretch. I seen that 3-3 pair, 3-3 front and 3-3 back pair hadn't failed, and they mirror each other. So I say, triple threes or triple eights got to fall, and ain't none fail all year. And the law average 3 gonna fall out of average of a year. So I just said I'm gonna use law average to my advantage and piled up on the triple eights. I played A8 front, A8 back, and I ran the A8 wheel straight down A8 0 all the way down to A8 9, and it came in. But I wasn't guessing why I was playing them numbers. I knew why I was playing my numbers. I knew why I was playing them, y'all. This is I don't know. It's simple, It's simple, y'all. We working with the law average. This is not a marathon; it's a sprint, and you'll be able to strategize while you waiting. It's the only system that you're gonna learn something every day from tracking your numbers. I'm telling y'all. You can't. I mean, if you're using the tic-tac-toe, the date sum, the grids, and stuff, and you ain't tracking, it's all luck. Luck run out. Luck run out. That's all I can tell you. If you're not tracking all 1,000 of them and using this strategy and no computer or nothing, just use these sheets, and I can send you some sheets for minimum fee. I can PDF them to you through your email if you like them. Or you can do them. I did this for years on longhand. I didn't have all this stuff here. I just made these up and made me 3 sheets, did the triangle, and I was off to the races every year and made copies. I went to the copier store and made copies of it. Okay. Now let me. I'm gonna go to mirroring so everybody can understand mirroring, because you do have to. The beauty of the Pick-3 at a glance, all those columns you're gonna find out mirror each other. All those columns. So there's no guesswork on knowing what number fell and its opposite fell, because each one of those columns. If you look at column 5 that I was just telling you about, the false triples. All those columns that column mirror each other. They all mirror each other. Give me a minute here. I'm trying to. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Mirrors. Okay. What is a mirror? Okay, here we go. Yeah, look. Hope you can see this. This is a mirror. when I started and trying to get into Pick-3 and just got tired of just playing numbers and not knowing why I was playing them and started going on YouTube to learn how to play, I found a lot of channels, and they still do, some of them, will interchange flips and mirrors. Because I really didn't know I didn't know that there was a such thing as a flip number. I thought mirrors and flips were interchangeable. But there is a such thing as a mirror and a flip, and they totally different strategies. The winning Pick-3. But all we use is the mirror strategy. All right? Because mirrors are where you add 5 to the numbers from 0 to 9. All right? And flips is when you add 3 to the numbers from 0 to 9. All right? So here, say you add plus 5 to the 0, you get 6. Plus 5 to the 1, plus 5 to the 0, you get 5. Okay? Because, well, plus 5 to the 1, you get 6. Plus 5 to the 2, you get 7. Plus 5 to the 3, you get 8. Plus 5 to the 4, you get 9. It's just like taking the 1,000 numbers, dividing them in half. And at the top, you got triple zeros, and you got triple zeros to 499 of the 1,000 numbers. And at the bottom, you got 500 and 999 on the bottom. Simple and easy to explain. Just divided the 1,000 in half. And the reason being, a 0 is same as a 5, 5 same as 0, 1 same as 6, 6 same as 1, 2 same as 7, 7 same as 2, 3 same as 8, 8 same as 3, 4 same as 9, 9 same as 4. Now they do call the mirrors. They'll use down if they use this terminology, they talking about the same thing. They'll call this the sister number, they'll call it the mirror number, and they'll call it the opposite number when they're talking about mirrors. I don't think they interchange flips. Flips mean something different. You're going to get something different. But they do say sister number, they talking about mirrors. If they say opposite number, they're talking about mirrors. They should be. Now, if they're not, I don't know what to tell you. That's when you're adding plus 5 to the numbers. Okay, or a sister number. Opposite, mirror, or sister numbers for this term, for this here. And you'll hear a lot of that. Now, say I play 0, 1, 2. They play 0, 1, 2. I play 0, 1, 2, or you play 0, 1, 2. And the lottery, which you're going to be able to learn to see it, they play, especially by working with the columns and the law of the average and using the Pick-3 at a glance strategy. And they play the 5, 6, 7. Because these going to be on the same column. But anyway, the 5, 6, 7, then they just played your opposite number. Or if you played the 5, 6, 7, and they played the 0, 1, 2, just your opposite number, and the 6 different ways that it can come by being a single. If they play if you play 1, 2, 3, and they play 6, 7, 8, they just mirrored or sister opposite the number that you were playing. Or if you played 6, 7, 8, and they played 1, 2, 3, vice versa. Same here, 1, 2, 2, and you play 1, 2, 2, and they play 6, 7, 7. They just mirror opposite sister to your number, or vice versa. And if you play triple zeros and they play triple fives, they just mirrored your triples, or sister or opposite. Okay? Now, flips a totally different number. All right? You're adding 3 to the number from 0. And I don't understand nothing about it. I just need to explain to people in case they're trying to get, learn more, educate themselves more, looking at the other Pick-3 channels. They understand that people do say flip or mirror when they interchange it. You won't need to know, oh, no, that's plus 5, so that means that's a mirror number. Or that's plus 3, that means they really talking about flips. So you add 3 to the 0, you get 3. 3 to 1, you get 4. 3 to 2, you get 5. 3 to 3, you're going to get 6. 3 to 4, you get 7. 3 to 5, you get 8. 3 to 6, you get 9. 3 to 7, you get 0. 3 to 8, you get well, you're going to get 0. The reason you're getting the 0 for the 3 to the 7 is because you only lose single numbers in lottery math, and that 3 to 7 gives you 10. So you don't use the number on the right left hand side. You only use the number on the right hand side, and that'll be the 0. So that's why you just got a 0 there, and you wouldn't have a 10 there. That'll throw everything off. Okay, same way with this 0. This 5 plus 5 is 10. You just use the 0, and then 3 to the 8 is 11. You're just going to use the 1. You're not going to use the 1 on the left hand side. Okay, and 3 to the 9 is 12, and again you just use the 2 and not the 1. Only single digits. Okay, now same here. Now see here where this 012 equals here 3, 4, 5. Totally different number. See here, 012 equals 5, 6, 7. Because here, with only plus 3, the numbers are different. Like this 1, 2, 3 is 4, 5, 6. Here is 6, 7, 8. And I don't understand now why they do it, why they use this, but how they use it. 1, 2, 2 equals 4, 5, 5 here, but 1, 2, 2 equals 6, 7, 7 when it's mirrored. And you'll get the gist of it if you're using Pick-3 at a glance system too. And here, triple zeros equal triple threes, and here triple zeros equal triple fives. And a shout out, I had this at 7. I don't know. I guess I looked at the 0 and was thinking up here instead of thinking on top. But it is 3 because I had 7s there first, and one of the subscribers called me and let me know that I had that wrong. That should be triple threes, not triple sevens. I appreciate that. And that's what, look, all us working together, we can get in the winner circle, tracking our own numbers for our own states and seeing what's going on with these numbers, and all on the same page and knowing what's going on. Yep, we'll do it. Okay. Now, okay, thanks, BLZ. Appreciate that. Okay, we got that. Let me show you all my bucket list of numbers that I put together to play. One, two, three. Let's see. Okay, here. One. Okay. Okay. Here's my, okay. Here's my numbers that I have playing for Illinois. That out of the numbers from the previous year that I accumulated, and they're using the law average. These are the numbers that we've hit. This 125 came exact. This 084 came for the first day of May. This 619, I mean it came 619. It came 916 for the end of April. All right. And when I have numbers like this that I've lined up and I can strategize and build a skill set from, what I do is I look for like pair numbers, like two double numbers that, well, are like the 7 and the 8, and 3 of these hadn't failed last year. I combine them. I put them in my bucket list by law average to play. And right here, I got the 227 number pair. It's 2 and 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd make that this is one of my daily carries that I play. This column here, because it's hot, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those that haven't failed yet. Okay. Along with hitting, I've hit other numbers. I'll show you here. But this is definitely my daily carry. All right. And then here, the 804 got the 4 and the 8 like number. That's why I played it, and that's how hit the 084 when it came in the first of the month of May. And the same here, this 561. It's got two of them that didn't fall last year. Working with the law average. That's what I do. That's how you play that. All right, let's see what else we got here. And the doubles hit less often than the triples, and then you have your singles that hit more often because they can come 6 ways. Here you have, again, the doubles. We just hit the 155 that came in. Came 515. See what I'm saying? You got a bucket list of numbers to play. This is called my bucket list of numbers. And you can strategize. See here, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it's got that many numbers, I definitely carry those and look to play them as my doubles, instead of trying to play all those doubles. And I know that with the law average, the numbers that didn't fall the previous year are the numbers that's going to make up the year following on average. That's usually how the trend's been running. I used to just start all over from scratch, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't hitting and the numbers wasn't adding up and it wasn't falling right. But as I went through the end of that next year, I realized, oh, wait a minute. These numbers are rotating. The numbers that didn't fall last year is the numbers that's hitting in 2023 is the numbers that's hitting in 2024. And that's when the game changed. That's what opened my eyes pretty much. That these numbers rotate every year differently. And you have to track them and knowing what they're doing every year differently. Okay. And here we just hit the 223. I was sure that's coming. Be doing my tracking. When you have, like I said, the mirrors, these numbers, doubles here, are sets, but they mirror each other or opposite each other. The 778, the 788, this 223, and this 233 mirror each other. And I always win when I play them like this. Because by law average, one of those, if 2 or 3 of them don't come in that next following year, going to hit. And we already had the 223 to hit. And it came exact, 223. Okay? And then they had this 001 and this 011. Now with that, when I have a number like if I want to, I would probably, maybe tonight, I'm looking at seriously playing the 001 and the 011 because it's got 2 of my like numbers in it, and it's one of the numbers I know didn't fall last year. So I would probably play the 011 and this 100 and this 111, 011, or this 110, in other words, because is the likelihood of those numbers coming, bringing this number here back, because it ain't played in a while, is great. And that's usually how I win also. Okay. Same here with 004 or 044. It didn't fall either last year. On evening now. If you're new, I'm talking about evening draws. Me specific. I'm state specific. If I did midday, I'd be state specific for the midday draw. But I'm an evening person. I don't fool myself trying to get up in the morning trying to play these numbers. I only play evening. That way I can sleep late. I'm a late sleeper. I'm a late sleeper, y'all. I can't help it. It is what it is. I'm a late sleeper. I've worked nights for 30 years, doggone it, almost. So I'm a late sleeper during the day. And then here the front pair and the back pair from last year that didn't fall. And I hit the 047 when it came in because I knew this 04. I knew this. See, I knew between these two fronts that hadn't fallen that were light hadn't came in. I knew one of them was gonna come in. That's what part of your strategy gonna be. You may build a strategy, tracking your own numbers for your own state and seeing what's going on. And you'll see some of my basic principles of why I play gonna apply a little bit to what you're doing also. Okay. Because that 04 front and that 05 front I figured one of those fronts had to fall. Okay. And you'll see it. And the 6-5 front hasn't failed. The 7-9 failed. Okay, 7-9-8. Okay. And this 02 on the back. It's the only one on the back that's done fail for the year from last year. Yeah. Only one. Yeah, and these are left. 07, 30 on the back, 81 on the back, and 97 on the back. And here, what you have here, I'm going to go over this again. Why I say tic-tac-toes and all those different rundowns and everything, people got different strategies for, and we all can't be on the same page and same columns and looking at everything differently in our own states. Oh, no problem. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Phil. Appreciate it. Here we go. Here we have a combination of numbers. When we do this tic-tac-toes, and most of them are 95% hindsight. I mean, everybody got to admit to that. Everything in these strategies is about hindsight. And even I'm telling you, with the law average, we got a small percentage of winning, but we can track and see what's going on with the numbers. You can't track and see nothing with these other numbers or these other strategies, really, because everything based pretty much on hindsight. 90% hindsight. Say the winning number is 901 come in here. And it's 901. And you add, most of them say add 1 or 2 or minus 1. They got 1,000 different strategies. So you add 1 to the 2. 1 you get 2, 1 and 2 you get 3, 1 and 3 you get 4, 1 and 4 you get 5, 1 and 5 you get 6, 1 and 6 you get 7. So now, once you get through with that, you should have a tic-tac-toe with these combination of numbers. And with these combinations of numbers, you're going to get 12 or 13 combinations that you can make out of this tic-tac-toe. And you're going to go like the 9-4-3, the 5-0-2, the 6-7-1. Or you're going to go 9-5-6, 4-0-7, 3-2-1. Or you're going to do the corners and you're going to go 7-1-2, 2-3-4, and then you're going to go 4-9-5, and then you're going to go 5-6-7. Or you can go up here this way or crisscross or 6-0-3. And all those combinations of numbers, you're not any smarter. To me, look, you're not any smarter. To me, if you ain't tracking and seeing what's going on with the rest of those 1,000 numbers. And then here, so you got all these combinations of numbers here, right here. And say that next day, this 948 come in, and it ain't in none of these combinations of numbers. And first thing they're gonna tell you is, well, here it was right here. All I had to do was flip that daggone 3. Mirror that daggone 3 and make it an 8. That's what I had to do. Or they'll tell you here, this is just the gist of it. That 946 and say, oh man, if it comes 946, I should have flipped that daggone 3 and made it a 6. You can't. There's no win to that in my eyesight. No win. If you ain't tracking all 1,000 numbers, that's luck. Like I keep saying, luck runs out. You got to be OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget that you can play. Like I say, my budget is around $3 to $5 when I want to, up and down the line. That's my budget. And like I'll tell anybody, I'm 72. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't chase women. So I got plenty of spare change. So other than that, this is all I do. This is all I do, and I like it, and I won to be. I do good with it. Let's say that. All right. So family, let's do the Q&A. Let's see what we got. I know BLZ's been on the ball. I appreciate you, B. BLZ, I wouldn't know what to do without you, man. Thank you for all you do. BL's been with me ever since I started. I think basically the live. He might have been with me before then, but I have some good followers and good helpers, and it's a blessing. And they see it. And B's been doing well with it, I'm sure, because he's very not. He's just a very good person. Good person. Like everybody on it good to me. Now, how many times have I hit? I've hit it well. Okay, I got some of my tickets up that I showed that I hit, and like I said, it's not how many times you hit, Tamara. It's how well you play the game. Okay, you got to know what you're doing. You got to build your strategy. You got to build your skill set, and you got to see what's going on with these numbers. It's because how many times I hit, to be truthful with you, Tamara, might not reflect how many times you hit in your state, because your state numbers are going to be running different than mine. And me telling you, if I told you I hit every day, don't mean you're going to hit every day if I do hit every day, because your numbers are not going to run like mine. That's the strategy, Tamara. Is I'm saying that right? But I hit well enough to, I do all right. Yeah, me hitting and telling you what you're going to hit is totally different. I hope that answered your question, Tamara. Thank you. Yeah, just track. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just track. Don't worry about all the hitting and stuff. That's where you burn your money up. Learn the strategy. Learn Pick-3 at a glance. Track the numbers every day if you don't play. So when you win, you know why you win and you know how you win, because you'll be able to look at all the columns. They're gonna talk to you, and you'll know hitting these numbers know every day and all that stuff is hogwash. I produced it myself. I just came up with it. I read a lot of books. I just knew I didn't understand the books as well as I should have, and I wanted to put something together where I could show it to anybody, and as many people, and they could catch on. Yeah, yeah. I was surprised it worked myself, to be true with you, because I was terrible in math. Believe me, I couldn't. I didn't like math at all. And lady told me the sheet was, oh, that's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to do, y'all. And like I was mentioned, thank you. I need to show this. Okay, somebody don't miss it. I call it, she said it was genius. There's columns, we're doing these columns like this and make them all mirror each other. And I don't feel like no genius, believe me, by a long shot, especially when it comes to math. I have a twin sister. She stole my brains because everything she was smarter than a hawk. She's still smart. I have a twin sister. I said, you stole all my brains. I ain't smart as you. She wouldn't study and pass all the tests. I say I would used to think she would. I wish she was a boy so you could go to school and take my test for me and be identical twin. But I do all right. I did all right with what I had though. I just had to work harder. That's all. I just had to work on it. She was smart though. She's still smart. She's very intelligent. But all everything on these columns mirror each other. See, at a glance, I'm gonna go in the center here. Hopefully you see it. At a glance, it's 015. The mirror it is, as we know, is 560. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Wait a minute. Oh, come on. Did I say that? That call it? No, that ain't no 5. I had eye surgery, y'all. I'm gonna have to look at this right. This 018 is 563. And see at a glance, the opposite you'll see ain't fail. And if you see that this column here, like that, the column, like I was telling you on the doubles, column 5 ain't fail, you know when the number and its opposite ain't fail. What was that? Okay, yeah. 563. And the number, say this 018, and the 563 don't fall for 4 months. You want to play both of those numbers because law average, one of those others is going to come in. What you're looking for on these columns is what number and its opposite and the law average ain't fail. On each one of these columns, all these numbers mirror each other at a glance. You always know what number and its opposite didn't fall. So if you got a column you know ain't failed in 4 months and you got 4 numbers on here and the mirror and the opposite ain't failed, them the 4 numbers you want to look at really at playing. If you don't play the whole column 50-cent box or how you playing. See, when you win, you always got something to go to. You ain't starting all over tracking and chasing numbers with different rundowns and tic-tac-toes and stuff like that. Because all of it's included in here, looking at the actual 1,000 numbers. And the same way on the doubles. They all mirror each other. Like this column 5, right here, hot in the firecracker, y'all. Hot for evening. 2. Telling you. Somebody, you can bang them in your state because you can see it. You'll see, and you'll see what the numbers are doing. And you'll get a feel for what they're doing. And you won't be jumping on and off of them, even though you're gonna still have that temperament of wanting to. Column 7, Bielsa. Okay. I'm in y'all business. I'm gonna let you run that show, Bielsa. Okay. But that's it. We're looking at the columns. B got it down. I'm just kind of getting together on Illinois. I got a little catching up to do with Illinois still, but I appreciate BLC covering anything I miss. And look, any of y'all, anybody see, you're gonna see you see something I might miss. I could have missed that them 8s didn't fall if I hadn't built my skill set to look for the double on the front and the double on the back to know when I'm gonna play a triple. The last triples I won really big on was the 999s in Missouri, because I realized that 999s I think hadn't played for like 6 years, midday or evening, and I hopped on them. I'm like, I got to play. I'm playing these 9s till they come in. I'm playing them midday and evening for sure, because they got to fall. This is way past the law average. They ain't failed midday or evening. Something really wrong with that. That was before they came in with that old this fireball thing, and I'm getting adapted to this fireball thing to see how it's working with the law average, to see how it's reflecting with the law average. I don't know. BLC, do you think that this wild ball is affecting the law average any, or what you think about that? Is it running about the same since you've been tracking to you? I think you told me you had that a wild ball or fireball thing in your state. Do you think it's doing anything? Because I've only had it a year, and I've just been playing with it now for a year. What do you think about it? Just want to see. But I don't think it's affecting it that much. I am seeing a little something, but I can't put my finger on it, so I don't want to spread nothing that I ain't really sure about. How you do? Okay, B. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. Yep. I'm thinking that too, B. I'm thinking that too, because that 37, you know that 37B ain't hit in Missouri yet, front pair? I ain't never seen that one yet. Yeah, yeah, okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. I'm thinking the same thing, B. I'm thinking that same thing. BLC, I'm thinking that's, yeah, it takes longer. You're right. That it takes longer. You're right. It takes longer. Just mean you have to be more patient. Yep. Yep. Okay. Just have to be patient. Just have to uh 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 them pairs I think is gonna be somewhat the key in that though. I think we'll have to focus on the, strategy number two and see what pairs left and see how long them if it take a long, long time for a prayer to come out now. I'm gonna really be looking upside their head because them prayers usually roll. Like I said, it took 4 months. I ain't seen no prayer go over no 4 months. If a prayer don't come out in a year, y'all, everybody start looking sideways at them. Because I have never had out of the 30 years had no prayer take no whole year come out, and I ain't never had the most I've had for a front prayer back prayer not show has been 2.5 years. So hey, who's you will be. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how I did that. I don't know what my logic or reasoning was to come with that. The O2, that 4 and go to that 37. A lot of people ask me that. I just was playing with the numbers, and I said it's got. Well, I think I had got to the 024 and the 18. I really don't, man. I really don't. Me, I wish I could answer it. It's funny to me. I came up with this. It just amazes me more than it amazes y'all because I really don't know how I did. And that 37 was my word, but I don't know what my logic or reasoning was to go from the 18 to the 24, especially now at this age. I've been using the sheet for so long, I forgot. But I really don't, because I know somebody asked me, "Well, how'd you get that 37? Go from 27 to 37?" Somehow I must have kept doing the one rundown on them, and I knew the combinations, and I could see what combinations had played, and what other 1,000 numbers. I could see how they was lining up, and what thousand I didn't get. I got here. I said, okay, I got all those thousand. This certain amount of the thousand covered. What next number would I do the rundown on to get the next thousand numbers? And I guess that's how I came up with it. I really do. Yeah, it did, but that's what it did. Just like a puzzle, Bills. Yes, I just pieced it together till I made it work. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Anybody else on here got any other questions they like? We got plenty of good help on here. Well, thank you, B. Thank you, BS. I just do it. It worked. I saw blessed. I guess you say blessed. I don't. But any other questions? Anybody? Tracking is the key. Tracking is the key. Tracking is key. I mean, I don't care what you're playing or how you're losing. You're gonna see what these numbers are really doing, and the ones that don't have the wild ball or the fireball, your number's gonna hit faster. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm pretty confident in that because that 3-7 front pair not hitting is crazy. It's crazy. That's never happened before. I don't know if that not on me anyway. And I was looking for it in Missouri, but hey, I ain't never there. I had to play over here. See what I play over here. All right, family, that's pretty much it for today. I think I got it all covered. So, like I always say, OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget until those numbers fall your way. And play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God work. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the lucky town. Okay. Hmm. Shoot.
It's tons of people in outside. You heard me? It's tons of people up there. I'm looking, yeah. Where are you, sis? You behind? I'm coming back around by through the Metro lane. Oh, okay, that's crazy. Cause we probably gotta watch this on TV. Like, I don't know, I know they got to have a news out here somewhere. Got to be news, right. All this activity going on. Yes. Wow. I don't even want to move. Friend, I might run somebody over. Right, yeah. I'll let them do what they do. Like, you literally have to come out here at about 6 o'clock. 5. At least 5. If we'd have been any later, we'd have been still on State Street. Yeah. You at least got to come out here by 5 o'clock. I guess. Yes, yeah. Everybody welcome beside me over here. Where you at? If anybody clown out here, we all in trouble. We in there like sardines. They used to allow you to park on the grass and stuff on the foot, like the field. Oh, this look like that dude Kelly. I don't know if I'm looking at him right or what, but it look like little Kelly Antoine brother. Yeah, it look like I'm looking at him. It probably is him. There's a lot of people. This, I don't know what building they would have had this in. Right, you got to have it outside. Ain't no other way. Ain't no other place gonna hold them. How many people they got graduating? This gonna last to 12 o'clock at night. I just may be out there spending nights, like literally. And Caesar just may be here all night, doggone long. Yeah, if it's too late, if it's after 11 o'clock, I might as well just stay here, because I ain't gonna feel like making home at no 1 o'clock in the morning. You work tomorrow? Yes, ma'am. I gotta be at work at 7 in the morning. Oh, wow. And you gotta get Cecil back too, though, right? No, not necessarily. I have, like, if I keep them overnight, I have them from 7 in the morning to 3 in the evening. So, okay. So if I keep them, if I tell my 11 o'clock staff that I work his shift too, free of charge, he can just, I'll just work Cecil. He can just do what he do. And they'll do that. I'll just bring him home. Where you at, T? Right here on the school lot. I'm on the school lot trying to find me a parking spot. Look like me just have to get out down here. Yeah, because I done came down here by the nursing home at the end of the street. Right, I gotta no, Daddy, I don't want to put Daddy out. I know where he gotta walk. That's wrong, right? Because that's gonna be a lot of walking. Yeah. That's gonna be a lot of walking. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get Daddy close as possible. Yeah. Let's see. Should I go in this field and park up on the field? Why ain't nobody pulling outside? Look like it. Let me see. Where everybody walking to? Look like it's parking spots up there somewhere. Where everybody walking to? I see some. So hold on. I see something. I don't even know how you're gonna see the graduation with all these folks. Sit on the top bleachers. Yeah, I'm not going on top. The largest graduating class they didn't have because Craig's wasn't this fast. No, I know. Ebony's. I mean, Craig, yeah. Ebony's. Nobody directing and telling me that I can't come up in here. But they still walking even up in here. Nobody telling me I can't come up here. You on the parking lot, T? Yes, ma'am. Which one? I'm going toward the bleachers. Oh, okay. You driving? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, I'm finna pull right over here on this grass where everybody else at. You see where everybody else at already? But you don't want to get blocked in and you want nobody blocking you in. Right. No, I'll be good, Dad. I'll be good. Okay, I'm about to park too, T. Alright, you up here on, okay. You coming up here close to the bleachers? I'm turning on the school parking lot. Okay, I'm up here by the bleachers, like, yeah. Oh, you got some off, T? No, ma'am, I'll just kidding. Oh. No, I don't have that. Well, they a little vicious out there. I thought it was a parking spot. I didn't see all these cars on her. But I can park right next to this thing on it. Yeah, they're right in mud. And you don't get stuck in the mud because you had to get towed out. Right. Too much marijuana smoke in it. Nah, this I got 800 horsepower on this thing. We ain't gonna get stuck there. 800 horsepower. Like 800 horses behind this motor right here. Say she know what she's doing. I'm sure. I'm gonna go over there. It's just we have to do something about it. It's plenty room. Yeah, I'm gonna find me a little parking spot where? Beside this white truck. You alright, Sid? And these little spots kind of tight. Say these little spots kind of tight. Yeah. Right, who take? Right, I'm right here. How much does he get on there? I don't eat. I made it then. I mean, it's a spot. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to turn around and go back home? We got a spot. What man ought to come and see and go on back home himself. He ain't gonna be able to find us. Look, my car is driving. It ain't even moving. Let me see him in the field. Did you see us, Seville? I'm still looking for a little spot. You can come right beside us if you want to. Just pull up, come down here by the beach. I'm finna stand out so you can see. Yeah, he can stand out. So I know if my truck make it on, if my car make it on this grass, she should make it. Yeah. It's okay. I'm finna go right here. Okay. You got a spot? Yeah. I'm finna park right there on this black truck on the grass. All right. Don't get blocked in. That's all I can say. Okay. You think I can run from here? Welcome, Dad. Okay, come over and help y'all. Okay. Well, see you. Welcome. to the bathroom. Okay, we're gonna have to find one around here somewhere. You gotta take a leak. You gotta take a crap. Okay, you got to hold it for a minute. I don't know. Let's go out to find a bathroom around here somewhere. Let's see if we go to school and find you a toilet. Okay. Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate you just holding it. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. You know, that big old crowd. This is nice. Yeah. Get out there. You need instructions, say, baby. I got you right here. I got you. Everything in his trunk. I sleep in his trunk. I got herb mattress and everything in the trunk. I got my herb mattress. I got everything I need to make it. Survival kit. You like your daddy? I just have everything in my trunk. I got everything in here, Dad. What else? You got everything in my trunk. That's the first time right there. All right. Oh my God, it's a more than this way. Is it dry on that inside? Oh, still coming. He's still coming. Right. You see what the numbers, right? What the hell? Everybody went to good though. I ain't never seen like that. Like this other way. All these kids know. She might be all right. She might be all right. I got you right here. No, this side. Oh, not bad, man. All right, up on that. I know you started off like that. Yeah. Right. You did, didn't you? I remember that. I think I remember that. I still had to jump on my right and my left hand. My right, I always put it in my right. That's why I think you said oh, yeah. I was off there with possible in my hand. Yeah. How you have it. That's it. So far right now. Oh, yeah. I was good with my hand. Yeah. I'm fixing these chairs down for y'all real quick. I'll get back. I got right there, Dad. That was me. Pick-3. What's up, baby girl? What's up, baby? I'm on here first. They got me going on. Thank you. You think you can handle this seat right here? This you right here. Yeah. We gonna say this what we saying? No, this is for the moment. Y'all want to go where we gonna go? We gonna I just seen the beach. The beach is over there. Looking like Erica Badu. Erica Badu had on. I got it there. That's nice. I like that. Sunshine. I see it. You like me?